Welcome back to the Sky Files. This episode revolves around UFO crimes. While many have the opinion, due to mainstream media misinformation and disinformation from our very government, that UFOs present no clear and present danger to the public, they are being misled. One of the ways that the government has shown complicity of UFO crimes is through covering them up, ignoring them, or denying their existence. The truth is far more unsettling than many would like to admit. However, the evidence is obvious, even if the solution is not. The truth. UFOs are dangerous and have allegedly performed many acts which human beings consider to be criminal and even barbaric against ourselves as well as other creatures on the planet. Abduction. Reports have been made since time immemorial regarding aliens taking people from their cars, their homes, their very beds, in broad daylight or the middle of the night. This, in and of itself, is a crime by any human standard. Abducting humans, by any species, is wrong. Assault. Some abductees have reported extremely physically and psychologically traumatizing experiences at the hands of extraterrestrials during these reported and so far ignored abduction reports. I have personally received injuries at different times from my repeated abduction experiences, and so have others, and this has been recorded and is available information to find. Sexual assault. Women have reported being raped by these beings, implanted with embryos being removed, having eggs taken, and even being shown the evidence of these assaults through being shown the young, which were the product of these crimes. I have experienced my own form of assault as a male, as having been mated with by humans and ET female without my express consent and while in captivity. Males also report experiencing a mechanical type of semen extraction, the way females experience this process with having their eggs taken from them. Mind wiping. In many instances, humans have had their memory either erased or tampered with in an effort for these beings to cover up their crimes. The very fact that they feel the need to erase your memory shows that what they are doing is wrong and do not wish to be recognized as the perpetrators. It is an effort to cover up their crimes. Disappearances. There have been multiple people who have apparently been taken by these crafts and never returned. Like a gentleman named Freddie from the MUFON reports, who told a person who encountered him and the ET craft he was traveling in that he was taken by ETs and resided off-planet and didn't know exactly where. Carjacking, poaching humans, and stalking. Humans get pulled over on the highway or stalked by these crafts and these beings for future abductions. I have personally experienced UFOs trying to pull me over on the highway, and so have many others, some successfully resisting, others not so lucky. Airline crashes and disappearances. There's a long history of UFOs encountering aircraft with varying results. Entire airplanes and their passengers have vanished without a trace. Single-pilot aircrafts have been reported as being taken over, and the pilots reported this. I have seen UFOs fly directly in the flight line of airports and Air Force bases alike, and this is a recipe for disaster. Horrific injuries and contamination. People who have gotten too close to UFOs or their inhabitants have received injuries, some even life-threatening, like the case of Travis Walton of Fire in the Sky fame, or Stephen Michalak from the famous Falcon Lake incident. Cattle and human mutilation. UFOs and their occupants have been witnessed thousands of times over the years as having taken cattle, mutilated and poached from them, and returned them back to where they were taken, with the udders, ears, and tongues removed. Even a horse named Snippy was taken and mutilated by these extraterrestrial beings for a purpose which is still unknown to humans, but the evidence of the practice is undeniable. Consider the Pelacaras from Peru, or the face peelers, who have the reputation of mutilating humans. Humans are found with the skin on their face removed, very similar to how animals are injured by aliens during cattle mutilations. It is a pattern of cruelty and violence which is unique to these beings. Not a single human person has ever been found to be mutilating cattle in all of the years it has been recorded. It is also a standard that scavenger animals will not touch the remains of these particular types of assault. Murder. Consider the previous Sky Files, where we discussed the case of the Dyatlov Pass incident, which resulted in the deaths of 9 people in inexplicable ways after witnesses saw orange orb-like craft on the mountain the hikers were on at the time, and that their deaths, according to the lead investigator, appeared to be caused by something which appeared from the air and left the same way. National security problems. Aliens and UFOs have interfered with national security many times by shutting down nuclear missile silos, swarming naval craft, and even shutting down weapon systems in pilots' fighter jets. This denotes that they wish to act with impunity and therefore neutralize our ability to defend ourselves against them. These crafts and these beings do indeed present a danger to humans and should be avoided at all costs and reported to authorities regardless of what they choose to do with it. Until our government decides to level with its citizens and give us the information we need to deal with this phenomenon, the Sky Files will be here to give you the unvarnished truth about the stark reality of UFOs and alien interactions. This has been the Sky Files. Consider yourself informed.